Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue Pour Homme. This is my most memorable fragrance in my entire collection. And as you can see, I'm kind of obsessed with collecting. I have quite a few fragrances to pick from, but when it comes down to it, for me personally, this is my most memorable one of all, and I'll tell you why. So before I was born, my mom was actually going to fashion school for a while. But unfortunately, coming from a small town in North Carolina, she got to go to New York and have a lot of amazing experiences, even though she was top of her class, and every project that she completed had the highest marks. But she let people get into her head, and she dropped off with one semester to go. She was always very passionate about the fragrance world, about the beauty world, and about the fashion world, and they are all connected. And they're not just things for the upper crust or the ritzy. These are all very artistic and creative fields that people use to express themselves while appreciating some of the finest materials and artistic expressions in the entire world. And when I was small, my mom introduced me to perfumery. The very first fragrance that she introduced me to was DKNY's Be Delicious, but I don't have a bottle of that. Well, she took me to the store when I was 10 years old to pick out my own personal first fragrance. I smelled everything they had in the store, and at the time, this was just the one that spoke to me the most, and I'll never forget to this day when I still smell it. It's an absolute masterpiece. Even though a lot of people think this is very overrated, even though I don't see too many people talk about this one as much anymore, especially because the Intense version came out, and don't get me wrong, I love that one more than this one at this point. But for memory's sake, this will always be my most memorable scent. Top notes of Sicilian, mandarin, bergamot, grapefruit, and juniper berries. Middle notes of Szechuan pepper, rosewood, and my favorite part, the rosemary. At the base is oak moss, musks, patchouli, and incense. For a designer fragrance, I've always thought this one's just different. I think that it has qualities to it that's just unique compared to most of the other designer fragrances that I smelled back then. And then even to this day, I still love this one so very much. And I have multiple bottles of this stored away because I still burn through it all summer long. But even fresh out of the shower or right before bed, I think this is just fantastic to splash on. It's one of the most soothing scents that I've ever smelled, even after everything I've got my nose on. And I still just love this one so very much. That was a little bit about me. Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue Eau de Toilette. This is my most memorable fragrance. And no matter what I come across, this will probably always be my most memorable fragrance. So I'd love for you to comment below and tell me what your most memorable fragrance is. For me, it's Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue, the Eau de Toilette. Beautiful.